Hi everybody, my name is Taylor Green. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates.
My name is Rhys Barber. I'm the other audiologist here at Audiology Associates. The reason we're smiling so much is it's taken me 5 attempts to start this video because I've messed it up every single time. So what we've got here is my patients. So in this video there are 3 patients, mine, Taylor's, and then back to mine again. So you can see this one was really humid when we looked in there, soft, chunky bit of wax, this one. Nice grip on that though, that's coming away really, really well.
Soft and steamy.
Soft and There's a soft and steamy ear canal. It's going away really, really well. There we go.
That's quite long actually.
That's a chunky piece. That's a chunky one. So you can see it goes on quite a bit into the ear canal. It's quite nice when you get that softened because sometimes you don't know whether you're going to get it all out in one go. But that, look at that.
Perfect.
That can be lovely. So just tidying up the entrance to the canal, just a couple of little soft squidgy bits here.
I just wish every wax remover was like that.
Oh,
that's
it'd
like
be nice.
Perfect. That's like the perfect.
Grab it,
straight in, straight
whole
out.
lot comes out. Yeah, that'd be the one. That'd be the one. So we just this is the patient's other ear canal. Very similar. You can see here, softer wax at the entrance. It looks like it might be a slightly harder piece. It looks a little bit darker, doesn't it? Further in.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's almost like golden.
It is. Yeah.
And then dark in the back.
Foreboding.
Yeah.
Further in there. It's going away really well. I'm hoping this is going to come out. Sometimes it can be a little bit brittle, can't it, when it's like this, so it doesn't always come out really easily. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Actually, I'd see that dark section at the back end of that wax here, so I think that might have come out in one piece. No, there's a little bit
left
just
there,
hiding down against the eardrum, so just going to grip that bit. Oh, nearly.
It was always tricky to get to. It looks quite like a bendy ear canal as
It
well,
is.
which is
It's kind of off kilter a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and sure, weirdly, somebody put in the comment section, I can't remember if it was TikTok or YouTube recently, they said that an audiologist had told them that their family's ear canals were twisted, I think was what they said.
Okay, yeah.
When audiologists or consultants refer to it as twisted, it normally means it's just kind of off kilter rather than being sort of up straight.
Yeah.
So that's what that usually means, rather than being kind of like knotted or bent or anything like that. That's coming away nicely. We've got the standard size Onotube there, I think, just to try and grab these darker pieces at the end. Got to kind of tease it down the canal because it's formed into that shape further in. It doesn't want to come down the canal very easily.
Oh, it's going away quite nicely, that one.
That
should be it.
That's a good piece as well, because it looked a lot sort of smaller when you first saw it, but it actually came away really nicely.
Yeah,
Eardrums looking good. What's that? Just under 2 inches, 1 3/4, 2 inches, something like that.
Just over 4 3/4 centimeters.
Oh, 4 3/4. Woof out the park. I went there. So right, yeah, it's a big chunky piece of that as well. You see this almost like a gradation in the colour as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this is your one now, isn't it?
Oh, this is mine. And deep.
Yeah.
Deep, narrow, and bit of skin in there as well.
This is quite. So, it looks like one piece going down from the top right down the drum, doesn't it?
So it's like kind of at the roof of the ear canal here, and that little sort of grey sort of hue you can see in the back there, that's the eardrum. So not completely occluding, but because this piece would have been resting up against the eardrum, it has been causing the patient some issues regarding their hearing. So it may not be completely deaf or completely hard of hearing, but it just may have affected it as in slightly muffled hearing.
Yeah.
Some patients can actually feel it in the ear as well, so you'll feel like a lot of itching and a lot of like tickling sensations where this dry piece would have been moving around a little bit. So I did this on the last video as well, but I'm almost kind of using the Zollner tube here as like a Jobson horn, just to try and pull down as well as the suction, just to try and roll some of this forwards.
Sometimes you've got to kind of just dip it underneath that roof of the entrance here, canal, just to feed it out a little bit as it's coming away.
Yeah, so you can see we've got a bit of a wiggling motion on here again now. It always works really well.
Yeah.
Usually works really well anyway.
Yeah, it's coming away nicely. And that little sort of up and down, just that. I mean, it looks like a massive movement on there, but it's just a tiny movement with your hand, just to sort of wiggle it down the canal and get it out.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's coming away well. That actually looked like quite a long section, and they will feel it if it's resting against the eardrum and stuck to the, stuck to the canal wall. You will feel it quite a bit at the time, then, won't you?
Yeah, a little bit of tidying up here now. These little bits.
Sometimes it
think
takes
that was all
longer
of
to
it.
do that. Yeah, it looks like it's come out in one. That looks pretty good. Looks like it's come out in one chunky piece.
Yep, eardrum's
there's
all
the
clear,
eardrum.
yeah, perfect. Not very great, sorry, a lot of hairs in the ear blocking our view, sorry.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, that's not what you want to see when you look at.
So yeah, this is the ear that was causing the patient the problem. So we actually started with the easier side. So we have actually got a very similar story in a way, because the patient's obviously has used something to push this wax deep into the ear. Now this side, we've almost kind of got like this casing of dead skin on the ear canal, which is more than likely what's holding this piece in place. I think this is the fine end by the looks of it.
Yeah.
We've got, because this is right up on the eardrum.
Yeah.
So we're kind of lucky in a way that this is coming away in little bits at the moment. I was really hoping this wasn't going to be really compact and hard.
I think it's because you've got that ring of skin. The reason we walk in, is because you've got this deep plug and you've got this ring of hardened skin all the way around the outside of it. So you know that's going to be anchored in there by that skin. And that's probably why we went straight in with a fine end, just to help with that skin then.
It's a lot more precise as well. So it's a lot smaller. It doesn't look much smaller on the videos, but the fine end is tiny. So it enables us to get usually a good grip on these looser pieces of skin that are in there.
Yeah.
Now you can just see as this is starting to move, this wax is separate to the skin. You can see it just starting to. Oh, it's actually pulled the skin with it, which was ideal.
Because sometimes because you're quite lucky that the skin was detached almost, it looked like it was detached a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes when it's still attached, my God, it really hangs on to that wax. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look at that layer underneath. Can you imagine that's still welded to the canal wall?
Yeah. And luckily that was relatively easy to do compared to some of the compacted wax that we normally see over the front of eardrums. That was surprisingly a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we got about 2 centimeters on this one.
That's an inch and a half. I'm going to go with that one, thereabouts.
That's 3/4 of an inch, that is.
Yes,
3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch.
Rhys needs a day off.
I did a day off. Sure, but I've had a really tough day. Nothing's gone right for me today, including the voiceovers. Everything's gone wrong in it for me today. I've had the best. I've only had one cup of tea. That's how bad my day's been so far.
We all get an off day.
We do. Yeah, I wouldn't mind like a normal day. Rather than one of my off days, that'd be great. So you can see this is a really thick, sticky plug in here. It's a chunky plug as well. Not a lot of wiggle room. We're trying to feed this down the canal. It doesn't really want to feed very well though.
Yeah, as much as we love removing these really big plugs, sometimes they're just really, really so compact in there, as in there's no room for movement, and then we're having to resort to manual tools to try and create little gaps in order for us to move this around.
And it's deceptive, this plug, because the front end looked quite soft, and sometimes with a soft plug you can pull it up. As soon as we hit that with the Jobson, well, not hit it, but so we popped the Jobson, so we popped the Jobson on top, it just crumbled. It just so dry, it just like crumbled down the place. Do you know, I haven't edited it in yet. I had a teenager coming through the other day, and oh my goodness me, bless him, he sat through so much, but there was so much wax in there, like loads and loads and loads. That's a video for a future date coming up soon, guys. But look at that coming out now. That's nice when it does that. Crash. Extreme close up then of the wax here, guys, just so you can see it.
Microscopic.
But it's come away really nicely.
Struggling to pick.
Yeah, it's just so heavy. That's where it's lifting. It doesn't want to lift. It just couldn't get a grip on it. It just did not want to grip it.
Look at that. Yeah, perfect.
Squeaky clean that is. That's so nice when it looks like that after you've taken it out.
As we say.
Textbook, exactly. Now the patient had been using oil in the first ear canal, but hadn't used anything at all in this ear canal, and you could see just how dry it was a second ago. I've put some olive oil in here because I can see that layer, a bit like Taylor's, that layer of dry skin underneath there as well that's going to anchor this into place.
We usually do see I generally tend to see quite, I'm not sure about you, but we do get a lot of patients coming through saying they only have issues with just one ear, and then we normally see something like this, it's really like soft and squishy on the one side, and then you've got like a really dry and hard plug in the other side.
just no treatment got in there at all. And I think sometimes when you've got little gaps around it, it makes it easier for the patient to, you know, they can still hear because the sound's got through the gaps, but this skin is wrapped all the way around this plug, which is why I'm resorting to the Rosen inserter here to pull this out. I've fallen a bit out of favour with the Rosen inserter recently.
I still love it.
It's a good tool. I just find it, sometimes it can be a little bit too thin, and you really want to get that grip, and it just pulls straight through. The St. Bart's hook's come out a couple of times recently. I don't normally use the St. Bart's very much.
I honestly can't remember the last time I used a St. Bart's hook, to be honest.
No, it's got to be that perfect storm in there to be able to get that St. Bart's hook in. But I think I did use it with a teenager that I was talking to you about the other day.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's actually a really good one. Yeah.
I was going to say,
it goes on a while.
Sounds like a long one.
It was chunky. There was loads in there, absolutely loads in there. So we've got this really dry section now. It's not budging. So I've gone back in just to tidy the bowl. Basically, I've emptied everything out the ear canal into the bowl of the ear. So now I just need to get rid of all that before we can get the next. But you can see the skin attachments here to those plugs. Can we get this?
Well, before the video ends, guys, if you are having any issues with your ears, we do have a link in our bio for the website, so we've got information on our clinics. Give us a ring. You can see myself or the great Mr. Rhys Barber.
Oh my goodness me.
And I see. And we are more than happy to see you. Well, yeah, just give us a call and we'll get you booked in.
Do you know what? We had somebody from New York book in. New York.
Like the American
New York? New York. Yeah.
Is there any other New Yorks?
I think there might be one. I know, but to come in and see us. Yeah, amazing. For all that way, my goodness me. So, yeah, sorry. I'm off topic a little bit. And don't forget, guys, if you do enjoy the videos, you can always like, share, heart, subscribe. Click all the buttons apart from that button. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
That's it, now you said it, and we're just going to get so many people clicking that one.
I know, yeah, just that spike. They're going to do it now, just told not to. But it's coming away. We've gone back at lots and lots of different tools. We're fighting this. It just does not want to come out. It's just perfectly formed. Ooh, it's on its way. Oh, it leapt out of the ear canal just as I said it. I see it jumped out.
The patients always feel that as well, because sometimes you have to put so much pressure, not so much pressure so it's uncomfortable, but we have to put so much pressure to squeeze it through these little gaps. You can see how narrow that ear canal is there. Like these really big plugs, they've just kind of opened up the space in the ear. So yeah, you can just feel it kind of just popping through. Yeah.
They're just taking a lot of loose sort of drier material here on the top. So we're just peeling that down now, just taking that away. But you can see this material, how dry it was. So it's all this canal wall. But because it's hanging down, it doesn't want to get picked up. The fine end doesn't have the force to hold on to it. And it's just welded, like it does not want to come off the top of that. And that's what's being wrapped around that plug on that side, which was always really difficult to do.
They're always very tricky to remove. So they're always held on somewhere, and it just never.
And they always want to spring back up like this one does. And no matter where you get a grip on it and pull it down, because this is the standard size Audiology one here, no matter how I grip this, it just kept flicking straight back up to the top of the ear. So
I was just going to say that's going to have to be a forceps job there.
I've got to kind of turn it with the bottom jaw of the forceps though to get a grip on it because it's so flat. There we go. Let's see if we can pull that down.
They look really easy on the videos when we're doing these, but the angles we have to hit sometimes to get these pieces. I mean, we almost kind of look abnormal.
They do.
We're kind of like this.
Your forceps grip. You've got your thumb and well, I use my thumb and middle finger. I think a lot of the time or do I use it? No, it is my middle finger. I use the thumb and middle finger to use it a lot because I can maintain the brace down the side of the head with my index finger. So if you've got to keep turning the orientation to change the jaws. Ooh, what was that?
Just over 5 centimeters.
Yeah. 2 inches.
2 inches.
There you go, guys. So,
lovely.
Thank you very much for watching our videos again today, guys. If you did enjoy it, don't forget you can do all those things I told you to do earlier. They'd be absolutely fantastic. If you need earwax removal, you can check us out in the bio or the channel page. Got a link to our website and our address and all the other bits and pieces. So you can come and see myself or the amazing Mr. Taylor Green.
Stop.
Right. But as always, guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.